All right. So then again, there are 35 to 40 points now out of the all right, then good luck to all competitors. This is toss up one. The first of these laws required residence in the country for 14 years before receiving citizenship, but was repealed 4 years after its passage. These laws were used to justify Japanese internment. It's incorrect. Second order of licenses. That's also incorrect. Residence. If deportation of suspected gang members, these laws passed during quasi-war. That is correct for 5 points. That was a tar. All right. Puzzle 2. In a 1929 speech to the League of Nations, this man proposed the creation of a federal union of European countries. With Gustav Stresemann, this person was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1946 for his work negotiating the Locarno Treaties. This Prime Minister of France signed a treaty that ostensibly banned war. For the points, that is incorrect. 2. Who was this man who co-signed a pact with Frank B. Kellogg? That's a one. That is correct. For 3 points. Okay, there. It is. Puzzle 3. This leader instituted the Lex Cornelia Magistasis to remove rivals, and he gave his biggest rival after being chosen to campaign against the Mithridates. This man claimed to see many Mariuses, the young Caesar Sulla. That is correct for 5 points. Puzzle 4. Tupac was the son of a ruler of this empire. That is a great buzz. Yes, 6 points actually. Toss-up 5. After being spurned by Bacchus, this person transformed Scylla into a monster. Elpenor died after drunkenly falling off the roof of this person's home on the island of Hyatt. Circe. That is correct for 5 points. Puzzle 6. This ruler's grandfather, Egbert, defeated a combined Cornish and Danish force at Hastings Down. According to one legend, this ruler was scolded by a peasant. That is correct. 6 points, Scotland. All right, puzzle 7. In this country, Francis de Groot attempted to cut a ribbon for a bridge opening on horseback. Eric Campbell led this country's fascist New Guard to post Jack Lang. This country was led by Robert McCallum. That is correct. 5 points. Say. Concept 8. Joseph Klein wrote a memoir of this event titled When the Heavens Frown. Henry Robert, who wrote Robert's Rules of Order, built a structure to prevent this event from happening again. Over 8,000 people died in this meteorological event, which crushed the Wall Street River. That is incorrect. Of the Southwest. For the points, named this deadliest hurricane. That is correct. Next. Puzzle 9. This leader's father, Arthur, served as Governor General of the Philippines before William Howard Taft. That is incorrect. This general held the title of Supreme Commander of the Allied Army. That is correct for 6 points, Dutch. That was say. Concept 10. A 1993 revision of this program required states to implement policies designed to recover expenditures from the estates of beneficiaries. This program was signed into law by Lyndon B. Johnson and the Great Society. That is incorrect. And the congressional bill that created this program was introduced by Wilbur Mills. The Affordable Care Act was I need an answer, please. Name That is incorrect. That is correct. Protest. Yeah. Okay, you want to protest? It's like sci-fi. Watch that. Because the educators now needs to follow the new justice. Right. So you was after I said signing law by Lindsay Young. I said yes. Five. Holy shit. And we haven't just score check, and assuming that that purpose is not for just right. So, currently I have a virgin. Even with 8, Harvard, 5, Summer. Oh. Well, assuming that that question goes as how order. Yes, assuming it goes through. Sorry, it's just all. Yes. No, and the credits have been denied. So we will continue. So with points being Octave 12, Caden with 8, Harvard with 5, Summer with -4, Don with 3, Belinda with 12, Connor with -2, Rory with 0, and Syed with -1. I found good everyone. So right. All right. Toss of 11. This organization offered to help the Haitian government combat gang violence. The Chechen Cadres attempted to attack this organization in Rostov. After winning the battle, that is correct for 6 points, he said. House of 12. A princess of this place, named Andromeda, was nearly sacrificed by Cassiopeia. That is correct for 6 points. House of 13. In a poem addressed to this leader, one woman envisioned the celestial choir enthroned in the realms of light. That poem referred to this man as His Excellency. Did you hear me? That is incorrect. I do. While another author, Parson Weems, for Washington, that is correct for 5 points. Also 14. In a Sri Lankan tradition, this ruler executed numerous monks after the Kosala ceremony was not held for 7 years. This monarch hired the executioner Chanda Pirika, stabbed in prison, dubbed this man's namesake Hell. This ruler's son Mahinda became a murderer. That is correct. Yes, just take your time. That is 5 points. 2015. This person issued an unauthorized emancipation edict after being given command of the Department of the West. Kit Carson served alongside this person. That is correct. 6 points. Yeah. 2016. A treaty signed in this city in the province of Valladolid would later be ratified in Setúbal. That agreement aimed for this city to establish a meridian on the coast of Cape Verde. That is correct for 5 points. House of 17. This man converted a white man, Ethelred T. Brantley, after telling him to cease from his wickedness. Novelist William Styron won a 1968 Pulitzer Prize for his first-person account detailing the confessions of this man. That's incorrect. The original confessions of this man were published by contemporary white lawyer Thomas Ruffin Gray in the 1831 rebellion. That is correct. Thanks to House of 18. One woman associated with this philosophical movement wrote The Ethics of Ambiguity in a seminal text of modern feminism. The second text. That woman was also close friends with a Frenchman who wrote Being and Nothingness. and described this philosophy as a humanism in another book. John Paul Sartre was a leader and I guess I'll take that. That's just within 5 points. Specialist. Topic 19. One of these events in a certain city led to the heart attack of King Wenceslas IV and the start of the Hussite Wars. Good problem. That's incorrect. That's yes, and that is 6 points. Possibly 20. Yeah, first, we're good at this question. This leader ordered assassination attempts against the Mirabal sisters. That's great. 6 points for Kaden. All right. What I've got is Akshay with 20. Part 5, Sarah with -6. The Dom with 14. Roland with 23. Connor with -2. Rory with 0. And Syed with 8. Okay, sound good to everyone? Yeah. All right. 10 questions to go. Still anyone's game. Toss of 21. This company's earliest name was Primal Graphics, which included abbreviations of 2 of its co-founders. Chris Malachowski and Curtis Grimm helped form this company with Taiwanese American engineer Jay Zinn. Well, that's incorrect. And that is correct for 6 points for Akshay. You have to know that part. Yes. Toss of 22. During this gathering, Cardinal Reginald Cole and Giovanni Del Monte served as papal legates. This assembly, convened by Pope Paul III. Incorrect. Council of Trent. That is correct. 6 points. It's also 23. In a Clifford Merriman cartoon, this law is labeled iconic, while Pat Harrison and John Nance Garner look on as alternate doctors. This law's second namesake was a representative from Oregon, while its first namesake also served as one of the 12 apostles of the Mormon Church. This law was largely reversed by the 1934 reciprocal trade agreement. For the points there. That is correct for 5 points of honor. Toss of 24. In a coup, this ruler ended the 100 Days Reform by executing the 6. Can you spell that for me? Or just close. Can you pronounce it again? Like space. Space. And go to out. Yes. You guys are going to get that. Okay. So you said Swayze? Yeah. Okay. I will take that. Probably you have next time. Yeah. But yes. All right. And so that is your buzz for Rory. And that was 6 points. Great. House of 25. This man theorized that one feature had its source at Lake Bangweluh, though he actually discovered Lake Malawi. Correct. That is correct for 6 points to Akshay. Toss of question. Yeah, that was okay. With 5 questions to go in this final, I have Akshay with 31, Kaden with 18, Harvard with 3, Sunra with -6, Dom with 14, Roland with 29, 3, Rory with 6, and 7 with 6. Class of 26, 5 questions to go. A Tory government official accused this Whig Party member of venality and corruption and imprisoned him in the Tower of London for 6 months. This politician sorted out the South Sea butlers. That is correct. 5 points needed. House of 27. In an election in this year, 2 Supreme Court justices ran for president, including David Davis, the Reform Libertarian. In this election, the Liberal Republican Party 1872. That is correct for 6 points to Connor. Puzzle 28. After a series of initial successes, this leader's army was ultimately defeated at the Battle of Calderon Bridge. The overthrow of Jose de Chirigare inspired this leader to give a speech on September 16th. That is incorrect. In support of Ferdinand VII over a group of Spaniards. That speech by this leader is thought to have begun the independence movement in Mexico. Repeat that? Father Dollar. Yes, that is correct. Now, following works, and that is 4 points. Let's see the lead. We have 2 questions to get. Also, 29. This agreement resolved disputes over Mesilla Valley land claims. This agreement added nearly 30,000. That is correct. 6 points to Sid. And toss up the last. Soapstone bird figures found at this site includes a bottle. That is correct. Great buzz. 6 for Kaden. Hey. Words in this room and 7 chords. Make us we start in 9th place. We have Sarah. In 6th place, we have Connor. In 3rd place, we have Hayden.